Welcome to Jobbed Out, the wrestling editorial that reminds you that it's hard to be a smart monster on TV if you're a dumb monster in real life.
You are a dumb monster!
Now, there isn't really much to talk about this one. Earlier today, it was revealed online that Lars Sullivan, yeah, you remember him? The guy who usually holds the position of, I forgot he still had a job? Well, he doesn't anymore. At least according to Mike Johnson of PWInsider. It was announced earlier today that Lars Sullivan has been quietly released by the WWE. Now, Sullivan has been a dude with many controversies. Not a single one of them had anything to do with his actions in the ring or his tenure with the company. Granted, he wasn't popular with fans either. He came into NXT at a time where indie darlings were the ones that people wanted to see. Fans wanted Austin Aries and Finn Balor and Samoa Joe, so they naturally rebelled against the likes of Sullivan or Dana Brooke or Baron Corbin. Anyway, Sullivan was exposed for many vile things he had said in the past on internet message boards, including racist stuff, homophobic stuff, pervy stuff, and a lot more racist stuff. Granted, rather than the usual celebrity denial, claiming he was hacked or blaming drugs, thanks Rosie, Sullivan owned up to what he had said and apologized for everything, hoping to move forward. The internet, though, they had other plans. Not long after all the homophobic stuff had come out, it was revealed that Lars Sullivan had also taken part in, some adult entertainment. I talked about this previously in a list of pro wrestlers who also worked in porn movies, be sure to check that one out, but it all exposed that Lars Sullivan was pretty high on the hypocrite scale. Wouldn't be a big deal if not for all the awful things the guy had said, right? As we've learned in 2021, people aren't big on entertaining the idea of, it's okay for me, but don't you dare do it. Even with all of that out in the open, WWE pressed forward. They wanted their new giant monster who's 6'3". Oh dear. Regardless, they moved him onto the main roster where he promptly had an anxiety attack and no-showed the TV tapings. And you know, sometimes you just gotta accept you're not cut out for something. You have to be in front of audiences in the thousands, before that happened anyway. Not only are you gonna get booed, but sometimes it's your job to get booed. Panic attacks happen, just like allergic reactions happen. If you've lived through this sort of thing, you learn how to adapt. Because the world isn't gonna wait for you. It's a very sucky, harsh reality. I don't want to come off as insensitive, but you've had years, man. You've had years to figure out how to get out of bed and do your thing. So the WWE gave up on waiting for Sullivan. The guy's career on the main roster was only slightly longer than Hayde Benson's, if you look back. Actually, that's probably not fair. Let's say Palmer Cannon. So it's a safe bet there aren't many fans who are gonna miss the guy. But he had lots and lots of chances. In fact, more chances than almost every single one of us would ever have an opportunity to defend ourselves in a work environment. I don't know what the future holds for Lars Sullivan. Maybe he'll do some signings, but that's probably a bad idea. He could do some indie dates. I mean, if people are willing to hire Joey Ryan and James Ellsworth after all they've done, then Sullivan probably looks low maintenance by comparison. And hey, there is OnlyFans, right? This is all just my opinion though, so I want to know, what do you think about the WWE releasing Lars Sullivan? Were you one of the fans who were willing to give him a chance, or was it too much and too late for the guy? Are you somebody who believes in receipts catching up to people, or does cancel culture just go too far? Let me know what you think in the comments, and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more, because I want you to be a part of the conversation too. For now though, I better get my shoulders off the mat, so I want to thank you for tuning in to Jobbed Out. I'll catch you next time.